Hello students, today we are going to start with our new lesson, that is the lesson number 4, The Rat Trap from Flamingo by Selma Lagerlöf. Okay, so I would like to introduce you first the author. So Selma Lagerlöf was a Swedish writer. She was a Swedish writer and whose stories has been translated into many languages. So basically she was a story writer and her stories also translated into many other languages. A universal theme runs through all of them. So she used to write on a particular theme only. That is the universal one. A belief that the essential goodness in a human being can be awakened through understanding and love. Means whatever the goodness it is there in the human beings, that can be awakened with the help of the understanding and the love. So she was very much believed in that every human being having a goodness in it. This story is also based on the same. This story is set amidst of the mines of Sweden, rich in iron ore. So that area which is very much rich with the iron deposits, which figure large in the history and the legends of that country. The story is told somewhat in the manner of a fairy tale. So this story or this lesson is just like a tale only, a story only. The metaphor of the rat trap serves to highlight the human predicament. Okay, so the rat trap is used in the form of a metaphor. Material benefits are the traps that most human beings are prone to fall into. So that is what the material benefits. Material benefits means what? Whatever the comfort, luxury that we want to achieve in our life. So the lesson is based on that. So these material life or the material benefits is compared with the rat trap. The human beings do have a tendency to redeem themselves from dishonest ways, as does the peddler at the end of the story. So there is a tendency that the human beings can redeem themselves from this type of a dishonest. And the story it is explained with the help of the character peddler. So we are going to start with the story. Once there was a man who went around selling the small rat traps of wire. So there was a peddler, he used to sell the rat traps that which were made up of the wire. These rat traps he made himself, but his business was not profitable. So that business was not so profitable or the earning was not so sufficient for him. So he had to beg and steal a bit to keep himself alive. So he had to beg in the towns and the shops, and also he steal a bit for his survival. His clothes were in rags. Rags means what? Tattered or torn. His cheeks were sunken and the hunger could be noticed in his eyes. This means what? He was really very much poor. His life was sad and monotonous and he had no company. So he was leading a very sad and life without any kind of feelings and the interest. And he had no company as well, means he was alone, lonely. One day he was struck by an idea that the whole world was nothing but a big rat trap. So he struck with the idea that this world is nothing but only a kind of a rat trap, and it set baits for the people by offering riches and joys, shelter and food, heat and clothing, exactly as the rat trap offered the cheese and pork. So whatever that said, that baits means what? Nothing but only that temptations. The people means that human beings are having the temptations to get the riches, joys, shelter, food, heat, clothing, etc. Just like that rat trap offers the cheese and the pork. Okay, so the rat attracts towards this cheese and the pork, and he caught into that that trap. So pork means nothing but only a piece of a meat. As soon as anyone let himself be tempted to touch the bait, the rat trap closed it on him, and then everything came to an end. So this is how the every one is caught in that trap. One dark evening, he was walking slowly with the heavy steps when he saw a little grey cottage by the roadside. So he was walking and he saw a roadside there was a cottage. He knocked at the door to ask shelter for the night. As there was a cold, he wanted to get shelter. The owner was an old man. He had no wife or child. So he was living lonely there. He was an old man, that owner of that cottage. He was happy to get someone to talk to him in his loneliness. So he felt very much happy that he finally got the company. So he welcomed that person or that peddler. He served him porridge for supper and gave him tobacco for his pipe. So he served him porridge. Porridge means nothing but only a kind of a food. Then he got out an old pack of cards and played Norris Amjolis with his guests till bedtime. So they played with the cards. The host had been a crofter at Ramsjo Ironworks in his days of prosperity. So when he was young, that time he was a owner of a small plot. Crofter means nothing but only a owner of a small plot. He had worked on that land and now he was unable to do the day labor. So because of his old age, he was not able to perform the labor. So it was his cow that supported him, and this extraordinary cow could give milk for the creamery every day. Creamery means what? That butter factory. He used to sell that milk into that. And so he was earning his living. He informed the stranger that last month he had received all of the 30 kroner in payment. So kroner is nothing but only a kind of a currency of a Sweden. The crofter showed his guest the 3 wrinkled 10 kroner bills, and which he had taken out of a leather pouch hanging on a nail in the window frame. So he put that 30 kroners into that pouch and he hung that pouch on the nail in the window frame. The next day, both men got up early. The crofter was in a hurry to milk his cow, so he busy with his day-to-day work. The crofter. The other man did not want to stay in bed when his host had got up. They left the cottage at the same time. The crofter locked the door and put the key in his pocket. So he locked the door and the key were in his pocket. The man with the rat traps said goodbye and thanked his host and went away. So the rat trap, the peddler was also moved from that place by saying thanks. Half an hour later, the rat trap peddler returned. So he came back again at the same place. He broke a window pane, stuck in his hand and got hold of the pouch with the 30 kroner. So he hold that pouch and he took out that 30 kroners. He took out the money and thrust it into his pocket. Then he hung the leather pouch very carefully back in its place and went away. So he moved away with the theft. He felt pleased with his smartness. Then he realized that he dared not to continue on the public highway. So he didn't want to follow the public highway. So he took to the woods. So he took the way into the woods or a jungle. He got into a big and confusing forest and he kept on walking without coming to an end of the forest. So he found that he is caught into the forest and he is just moving round and round in the same place. He realized that he had only been walking around in the same part of the forest and he thought that he had let himself be fooled by a bait and had been caught. The whole forest seemed to him like an impenetrable prison from which he could never escape. So he found that he is caught into the trap of the forest. So student, here we are going to stop. The remaining part we'll see in the next part. Thank you.